happening, Agent Giants? Welcome back to our channel.
Agent Giants, welcome back to our channel.
We're live and we're wired. I'm joking. What does that even mean? But we're back with another video and we're back with episode 2 of If I Were You. Yeah. You guys received that segment so well. Thank you so much, you guys. We're really saddened that we really can't go through all of them. But to the chosen ones, congratulations. But okay, I'm sorry. Okay, sure. I know.
But we do aim to cover as many as we can as we go along.
Yeah. And so we're gonna try to do it as often as possible, so that we can answer as many scenarios as possible. If you are stuck in a predicament, don't forget to email us or DM us on Instagram. Email us at sizamzwandile@gmail.com.
Yeah.
So yeah, and remember, this is a safe space.
Yeah.
Before we get into safe spaces, if you're in this space and you're not subscribed, you're not a channel giant.
And it's not safe for you. No, it's not safe for you.
So make sure you subscribe to our channel and become part of a family. Thank you so much for joining us. And let's go to our first scenario. Yeah. Okay. I'm 22 and my partner is 23. We want to get married in court without our parents' knowledge. We feel the money he has to pay lobola should be money to sustain us until we are stable. So we're basically gonna get married and tell them that it's already done. Because we love each other and we want to spend the rest of our lives with each other, do we wait for money or should we just go through with it? Please let me know what you would do if you were me.
Okay. So that's the first scenario.
Yes.
Is that it?
Yes.
Okay. You know, with this scenario, the one thing I like about this scenario is the fact that the girl is consciously saying that she feels like the money for lobola should be going to their family and them starting and building together. So I really like that because it shows unity, it shows that they're in one team.
Yeah.
And it shows that they've obviously discussed money and finances and all those type of things.
And it shows it's about
yeah, they're thinking into the future, because till this day there are certain women, said enough, there are certain women that feel like the lobola amount determines how much the guy loves them. The lobola amount determines their worth, which is not necessarily true.
It's not true. Not even necessarily true.
So I really, that's the one thing I like about that particular story. That is the girl herself that is saying that the money should be for their future and all of that. But what I would do, right? I think the first thing that the channel giant needs to do is to go to their partner, speak to their partner and say, baby, in order for us to live comfortably as we are building and starting our future and all those type of things, in order for that to happen, how much lobola can you afford? Like, let's be honest, be transparent. How much lobola can you afford? Then maybe the partner says, only 1,000 rand, only 500 rand, or even nothing. So as soon as the girl gets that information, the channel giant needs to then go to the parents, the mother, the father, or whoever they value, the significant person in the family, and actually say, you know what, mom, dad, I'm in a relationship with this particular person. We've been together for these amount of years and all those type of things. We love each other. We want to get married. We want to start building, growing together, and doing things the right way, which is like getting married and all those type of things. However, the only thing that is hindering us from doing so is the process, the wedding process, the certain cultural things that need to be covered. If it wasn't for that, we'd be able to get married. So we'd like to ask you, or I'd like to ask you, if we can either scrap the lobola or we can either charge him the X amount of money that he can afford. And even if it means that you even help him pay the lobola, you assist each other with the lobola, so be it. But tell your family that this is the situation. And if they say fine, you might find that they might be okay with that and understanding and say, okay, he can just bring 2 blankets just as a gesture, because other people just want to respect the actual process of lobola. So he doesn't have to pay that this huge amount of money. He can just bring this thing just to show respect and respect our culture and all those type of things. Then you guys can get married. But if they dispute, personally, what I would do, gang, marriage gang. But honestly, I would carry on with the marriage. Now it won't be in secret. You would have been honest with your family and saying this, and open with them, because I honestly feel like certain practices in our culture are so oppressing. Certain things that require money and require us to follow certain procedures and all of that are so oppressing. So I honestly feel like if I've been honest with them and I told them what I want to do and they're still not happy, then I carry on. I feel like you're adults. Maybe you may be young, but you're adults, you make mistakes. If you're making a mistake, you're gonna learn from that mistake, excuse me. But I feel like if you guys are in love and are thoroughly passionate about what you guys are doing, then, yeah.
And also if you just really trust Uguti, we're doing the right thing, then go ahead. I just feel like lobola is quite of a tricky situation. People tend to exploit the whole lobola thing, hence there is that type of connotation towards it or thought towards it. We don't have to have millions of rands to get married. It shouldn't be like that, but nowadays it is like that. Is there even a need for ilobol? But thinking about where it comes from and how it is, and to build that relationship amongst the 2 families, it is a nice gesture. It doesn't have to be like exorbitant amounts of money that we said. If you literally have 10 rand to go and lobola your girlfriend and she's cool with it, and I just feel like go and speak to the family and say, this is what we have, can you please accept it? Then it's up to them obviously if they accept it or not, but really if you have 10 rand, then it's what you have. Also, we need to think of the future. What's going to happen after that? We also need to let go of this notion of I need to have a million weddings, each to their own. If you want to have a million weddings, you want to, but you don't have to. It's not what you need to get married. You literally need less than 100 rand to get married. You literally need to go to Home Affairs, ask for a date, get the date, go to Home Affairs on the date, and get married. It's literally less than 10 rand to get your marriage certificate. Less than 100 rand to get your marriage certificate. So those are things that we also need to remember. It really doesn't cost a thing. Mzwandile, pray upon your marriage if you are people that pray, and go and sign, honestly. But I think that's our opinion. Personally for me, I agree with Mzwandile. Go and speak to your family. Okay, scenario number 2. Okay, my ex-boyfriend and I separated in February because he cheated and impregnated the lady. This happened last year around May when I found out. Our relationship continued because I thought to myself, it's something that we can handle. We're human and we all make mistakes. However, this didn't happen according to how I expected them to be, right? Or things didn't happen the way I expected them to be. This year in February, we broke up. However, I still tried to reach out to him, to no avail in April when I stopped. Around May, he approached me, but I refused due to his conditions. Though I never stopped loving him and I still have some hope for us to get back together. Recently, he's been checking up on me and I'm expecting that he will again want us to fix things as much as I want to, but my problem is that he's the only one who can contact me, but I don't have his numbers because he's always calling me with a private number, right? He's a very good guy. He's the only guy I'm comfortable being around. One thing I love about him is that he is not abusive, or at least to me. he never laid his hand on me. I regard our relationship perfect, mainly because we were best friends, right? He stays with the baby mama and the baby mama's other 2 older kids. So, it's the guy, the baby mama's 2 other kids, and the new baby, 5. Okay. By the way, okay, he stays with the baby mama and the baby mama's 2 other kids. By the way, and how he describes a relationship to me, it's toxic and not safe for the baby and the other kids, right? They fight a lot, both physically and verbally, which is a shock to me. If you were me, would you accept to start over, or rather would you ask for love back if he doesn't?
Okay, wait, does the guy want to get back with the girl?
No, the guy hasn't. Okay, is sending
okay.
So she's asking, would you approach him for a love back, or would you accept him, like wait for him and accept him when he comes back? Okay. So
what would you do?
So firstly, the lady, there's quite a few things that I noticed that were like, it was like a red flag. Firstly, the lady said, the gentle giant said, the relationship is perfect. She regarded the relationship as perfect, which for me personally, I don't see that relationship as being perfect if he was able to cheat on you, right? Okay. Number 2, she mentioned Uguti, the guy is not abusive. Abuse comes in so many different ways, which is something that we tend to overlook. Thank you. Overlook. It can be emotional. Abuse can come in an emotional form, psychological form, physical form, mental form. And personally, for me, looking at this relationship, I really think there was some sort of psychological abuse. For the fact that when someone cheats on you, it's very easy to start doubting yourself. It's very easy to start thinking, why do they have to go outside to go cheat on me? Why am I not enough? That is psychological abuse, when you start doubting yourself and just thinking that you're not enough, right? Which is something that I never want any of you ladies to go through, any of the gentle giants to go through. You must always remember that you are worth it, you're enough, and if someone is not for you, then good riddance, so psychological abuse was definitely there. Another thing, the lady mentioned that the guy was not physically abusive to me. However, he fights with his baby mama physically. That's physical abuse. So, are you saying to me, it's fine if he doesn't hit me, but he can hit another woman? For the fact that he has the ability, so it's shocking. It should be shocking to you as well. It should be a red flag for you as well. I really, really feel like you can find someone else out there that's going to treat you so much better. Because the day he hits you, you're going to obviously start having flashbacks to the other woman as well. Also, you might also, if you're fighting, for instance, if you guys fight, you might be waiting for that day for him to hit you. Because you're gonna have it at the end, at the back of your head, Uguti. He's got the ability to do this. He's done it before. What makes me different?
Yeah.
I think it would have been a different story if maybe he mentioned Uguti. No, I used to hit her. I'm rehabilitated, or he's doing it right now, and you're thinking of being in a relationship with him. So it's just little things like that I feel like we need to look out for when we are actually thinking about these scenarios, or thinking about the life-changing decisions that we might get ourselves into. Personally, for me, you gave us 2 options. Would you go and ask for love back, or would you wait for him and accept the relationship when he asks for love back? I would do none of those.
Option C, none of the above.
Option C, definitely. Don't, babe. I just feel like he's coming with so much baggage for what,
And I think Wait.
Another thing I wanted to mention, you mentioned you love him. does he love you? You know, Mzwandile and I are big believers of love is enough. Love is definitely enough to overcome anything and everything. But this guy is abusing you psychologically. He's doing funny things, and those things do not comprise of love. That does not show that he loves you. So it's just not a matter of, you know what, I love him, so one of us is pelela. No, I don't think it's that type of situation.
Yeah, and I think a lot of women, first of all, you guys deserve better. Like, you honestly deserve better, right? And I feel like a lot of women, even in the previous scenario that we had, like in our first episode, that all these women seem to be attached to people that are involved with other people, that have consciously made the decision. First of all, they live together. It's a happy family. They live together. Yes, he claims that it's toxic and all of that. But you don't know, he's still there and all of that. If he wanted to be with you, he'd be with you.
Yeah.
So I feel like women deserve better. And I feel like women that keep on attaching themselves to toxic environments give guys that power, and they feel like, no, that means I can
do it
cheat
to the next and the next and the next.
Exactly. And it even affects men that don't cheat or don't do these type of things, because they look at these scenarios and say, hi man, if I were to cheat on my girlfriend and impregnate someone else, this girl will come back, so let me do it, even if they wouldn't do it. But in that instance, so it's like a toxic continuous thing.
Because it also does affect men, because I'm thinking about the friends of that guy, because they can see the situation. How this guy, he's living with his baby mama, he's got this other girl on the side, and he might go back to the other girl, which goes to, I can also do it now. You know what? These are all the ties that we need to break. These are all the conversations as friends that we need to have. So, baby girl, don't have the conversation. Like, show him Uguti, dude, I like him, you know. Maybe elsewhere, which shouldn't happen elsewhere, but with you, it stops here. The buck stops with you. And that is it from us, you guys.
We thoroughly hope you enjoyed this video. Do let us know in the comments section what you would do in these particular scenarios. Thank you to the General Giants for continuously trusting us with these scenarios and letting us know what's happening in their lives and wanting our opinion. That truly means a lot to us. And man, we'll see you in the next video.
Bye.
Jovi.